We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you closed your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Pennick's gonna throw straight away. Forced out to his right. Hit behind the line and the ball is loose. And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On 2nd down, Robinson. A lot of grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds his target, Robinson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Going right side, Robinson with it. Powering across for the touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence gonna throw straight away here. He gets this one to Strange. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, Lion!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, let's go.
Counter give to Etienne. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hot.
Lawrence now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
23. There we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Falcons pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. We've got a screen to the running back. And he pushed. next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. He's on the move. He can run it. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw is caught by the back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And again, it's Jackson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Jackson's going to throw again. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson yet again. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Baltimore. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lamar throwing again. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0. Well, really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Tyler Scott now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, here's Swift. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bears looking for a score before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. Swift hauls it in. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 3. Hits his running back. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears decide to call their 1st time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touch. From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's gonna throw. It's caught. Ferguson. Duke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's contained at the line for no gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he drops a cut to the... There it is! Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets this one to Patrick. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. He beams one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing again, it's Goff. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. A toss play, Montgomery. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 16. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pass complete to Gibbs. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, we still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Man in motion here. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Lions, with some work to do, trailing in this game. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Goff setting to throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get a late score and tie it before the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Dak now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Ferguson's got it. Complete. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Dak throwing again. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Another throw for Prescott. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Prescott here from the gun. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Prescott will look to throw. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got...
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost in the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. One of the tight ends in motion left. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Motioning the tight end now. Off play action, Goff. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions will reach the end zone for 6. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take the lead on that successful kick. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell in the INT. And the Lions take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He has it at the 5. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions grow their lead to 8. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Prescott. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. He's back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So we're through 3 here. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Cowboys 13.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Patrick going to motion over left. From the gun, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
One of the tight ends motioning left. On 1st down, it's Goff. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it in close.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions up by 8. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Montgomery. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Turpin with a return. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Prescott to throw. Catch made by Cooks. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Here's Prescott, first and 10. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Throwing on first is Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. First down, here's Dak. He brings it in. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's Prescott. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now.
Cowboys 21.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go, Todd!
This is Montgomery running right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here. He throws a bullet deep to... He's got it inside the 10! And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
They go play action with Goff. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Cowboys 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Trying to force one through there. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing 3rd and long. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. They go play action with Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and that was... It's a big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's complete to McLeod. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, Penix. This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Mooney in motion. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's going to try it here again. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. First and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the Falcons' 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's second and 6. Hurts now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Barkley, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's first and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On first and 10, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He keeps it himself. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A huge play just before the half. 47 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
One final throw before the break. Now he'll run it, and he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Makes a cut to the right. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit!
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow to throw right away. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They go bootleg. Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, 33 yards. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. That's not one you see often, illegal touching, and unfortunately for them, CD, it wipes away a big play.
Yeah, you just can't step out of bounds and be the first one to touch it when you come back in. That'll draw a flag every time.
Ready.
Now Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. White. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. In motion, the tight end. On 4th down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs from 13 yards out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This one into the hands of Burton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 47 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Love now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here in Baltimore. Hardy now with the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. That's a short pickup to about the 47. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Bateman is the motion man. On third down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Play action now. Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll go again here with Henry. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Jackson now on second down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
An 11-yard loss on the play brings up third down.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Allen will throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. James Cook, touchdown Bills.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. With a tight end likely. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. He's going to run it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll run again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. He'll take off again. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To throw is Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
4th down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw. but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So a very tight first half, a one-point game here at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's going to be caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen going to give it to Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. Now Allen. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good...
The ball comes out. One of the Ravens has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
3rd and long for Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And this one on line. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And third down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score. Game on. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be taken down. First and 10. This is Henry. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.